Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video, doing a 5-day forecast for today's first video. So as I was on a Wednesday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the coming 5 days. It's going to be unsettled in the 5-day forecast period again. We're starting off still holding on to the drier weather we've had the past couple of days, but already we can see a radar picture. Already it's beginning to change again to unsettled conditions, and by the end of the week it's going to be very wet and windy across particularly England and Wales. Now over the weekend things will start to dry up again, but it will get quite a lot colder as well. I think we're going to see our first widespread air frosts of the season coming up by the end of the weekend and into start of next week. So a lot going on in the 5-day forecast today, and I'll get on that for you very shortly. Just say that coming up later on today at Gas Service, we'll have your week's 10-day video update, including all of the usual features. The website's using 5-day forecast with the radar picture from Gas Service and charts at website.de and weatherout.com. Find link to all of the websites on the links page at Gas Service and in the description at YouTube. So it's been a mainly dry morning across many parts of the country. Got some dense fog patches early on; those have gone. And we've now got some decent sunny spells. But of course, we've got this band of heavy rain across western Scotland and coming in towards Northern Ireland as well. Some bright colours in with that, indicating some really quite wet weather there. Otherwise, mostly dry. But you'll notice if you come down here and just scroll in a little bit, you'll notice down across southern parts of the country, between around Bath and Oxford, we have got a few showery outbreaks of rain just starting to show up there, and that's going to be a trend for the afternoon across more southern and southeastern parts of the country, with rain beginning to break out. Most of it will be light initially, but probably get a little bit heavier this evening. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart. So low pressure is driving weather out to the northwest of Scotland, and we're bringing in these west to southwesterly winds. So for the rest of this afternoon, we're going to see wet to windy weather continuing across west of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Some of that rain will be quite heavy. Otherwise, fair amount of dry weather until we come down towards the Midlands, East Anglia, central, southern, southeast England, where we will have showery outbreaks of rain developing. Initially just light showers, but it'll cloud over more and more through the afternoon into the evening, with perhaps more persistent showery rain breaking out by this evening. In between, much of northern England, North Wales, those sort of areas, Lincolnshire, should be mainly dry, with sunny spells probably turning increasingly hazy. Temperatures today ranging from around 8 to 13 Celsius. It's a pretty cool day. Overnight tonight, where we keep this wet and windy weather going in the northwest, so western Scotland, Northern Ireland will continue to have outbreaks of rain, and some of that will then push later in the night in towards northwest England, southwest Scotland, down into northwest Wales, and also into southwest England too. For central eastern parts of England and Wales, we're going to have outbreaks of rain early on in the night, and that could be fairly heavyish for a while, but then it'll push away into the North Sea in the second half of the night. As that happens, skies may clear a little bit through parts of the Midlands and South East England, and we may get some dense fog patches developing in places by morning. But then by the end of the night, we'll see more heavier rain again, returning to southern counties. Going to be a milder night than recently, with temperatures ranging from around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. Into Thursday, tomorrow, we've got this little system across the eastern part of the country to contend with, so that's going to take heavy outbreaks of persistent rain from much of the Midlands, East Anglia, South East England, moving up into Lincolnshire, southern parts of Yorkshire as well, before pushing out into the North Sea through the afternoon. Some of that rain will be really quite heavy in places. Further north and west, we may start off with some showery outbreaks of rain, but it'll tend to brighten up, I think, across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and much of northwest England, Wales, and southwest England too. Winds will go into the northwest. It'll start to turn colder in the north, and it means bright skies. There will be showers, but may turn a little bit wintry over Scottish mountains by the end of the day. Temperatures in the southeast will be relatively mild, still at around 15, possibly 16 degrees, but generally from the Midlands northwards, it's going to be quite a cold day tomorrow, with temperatures pegged back at around sort of 7 to 12 degrees, something like that, and feeling colder in that strengthening northwesterly wind. And then problems for Friday, as we have a developing area of low pressure on a waving weather front that's going to push northeastwards across England and Wales. So, excuse me, although many places may start Friday on a mostly dry note, probably quite cold, We'll see cloud and outbreaks of rain gathering across Wales and southwest England. That will push northeastwards. Some of that rain will be very heavy indeed through the course of Friday afternoon into Friday evening. Could lead to localised flooding through parts of Wales, the Midlands and northern England too. Probably relatively light with the rain across East Anglia and South East England, but here we have the strongest of the winds. They could reach gale force across southern coastal counties with gusts up to 15 or 60 miles an hour. Where the rain is heavy is actually the winds are lighter, and that will allow for a little bit of evaporative cooling on the northern edge of that wet weather. We could actually see a little bit of sleet or snow turning up over high ground of North Wales and the southern Pennines, also perhaps the Derbyshire Peaks, those sort of areas. Going further north still, Scotland and Northern Ireland will have a mostly bright day. You'll miss the wet weather, but there will still be showers and quite strong winds across northern parts of Scotland. Showers could turn wintry even to low levels across northern Scotland by the end of the day. A cold day on Friday with temperatures ranging in the persistent wet weather no better than 6 or 7 degrees probably. Otherwise in sunny spells we might struggle up to around 9 or 10, but it will be a cold day for most of us. But the far southeast actually will see temperatures despite the wind going up to around 14 degrees. That's 57 in Fahrenheit. Now that front is going to get stuck across southern and southeastern parts of the country on Friday night, so outbreaks of persistent and heavy rain continues through much of the Midlands, East Anglia, central, southern, southeastern England into Saturday morning. Further north it turns brighter and clearer. The winds go into the north, into the northwest, and showers will become increasingly wintry, I think, across parts of central and northern Scotland too. Temperatures in the southeast still relatively mild on Saturday morning, but becoming colder further north. Now, through the course of Saturday, we're going to find that front gradually away. There is uncertainty about how quickly that front goes. So for southern and southeastern parts of the country, we're likely to have more outbreaks of rain on Saturday morning. Eventually, that will move away into the continent, but it could take quite a long time to do so. Brighter skies pushing down from the north and the west, and in those brighter skies, there will be showers, and the showers again wintry to low levels across northern parts of Scotland. A cold day, even in the southeast, temperatures are going to struggle to reach around 10 or 11 degrees on Saturday, and really from Wales and Midlands northwards, temperatures are going to be into single figures. That's how Sunday's looking. High pressure is out to westwards and taking over the weather. Winds are swaying into the north. So there's going to be a lot of dry weather around on Sunday, although showers are possible for northern eastern parts of Scotland running down the east coast. Again, wintry showers probably to low levels across the northern parts of Scotland too. Central, southern and western parts of the country should have a mainly dry day with sunny spells. It'll be cold again. Temperatures ranging from around 6 to 11 degrees, and a chance of a widespread air frost on Sunday night. And then that's Monday, end of the 5-day forecast period, has high pressure ridging in from the northwest, dominating the weather. So Monday will end the 5-day forecast period on a dry note with sunny spells. It's going to be cold though. Temperatures again probably ranging only from around 6 to 11 degrees. Widespread frosts are likely early and late on Monday, and these could be really quite significant frosts with temperatures going down to -3, -4 degrees, those sort of temperatures by night, with proper hard overnight frost coming up through the early part of next week, potentially under that ridge of high pressure. Finally, just having a chance for weather outlook. So lots of dry weather coming up today, but we'll have these showery outbreaks of rain developing in the southeast. Also, it's wet and windy in the far northwest. Into tomorrow, rain pushing through those central and eastern parts of the country. Showers out to the west. And then Friday going to be a very wet day indeed across many parts of England and Wales. Gale force winds running up the channel. There could be a little bit of snow on the northern edge of that wet weather through northern England, North Wales over the high ground. And then we go through into the weekend, and it turns drier gradually, but also turns colder, and we have an increasing risk of night frost, which will be quite hard night frost especially for northern areas, but not exclusively so, as we go through to the end of the weekend and into the beginning of next week. And of course, we'll extend out beyond the 5-day forecast period for today's second video update that will be coming up later on this afternoon. So in summary, well, a lot of places are fairly dry at the moment. Make the most of the next few hours, because over the next few days, the rain, the October deluge, if you like, is coming back. There's going to be plenty more rain to come, and particularly focusing on Friday for England and Wales for very wet and potentially for the far south, windy weather too. And then into weekend, it does turn drier again over weekend into early next week, but it also gets colder. Night frosts will be setting in by the start of next week. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.